I I want to take one name like Chandan sir. He's
Mhm.
also a good teacher, and there are many teachers. So like
Right, so welcome to the session. My name is Tanushka. I'm conducting this session with you, right? And I'm connecting with you from New Delhi, so that's a bit about me. And yeah, so anything else you wish to ask, you can go ahead and ask.
no, thank you for my welcoming and nothing. I don't want to ask anything. Means like yeah, you introduce yourself. So yeah. So this is
All right.
Shahid. Yeah, it is our second conversation. Yes.
Yes, I do remember you. That's why I didn't ask for your introduction.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, okay, fair enough. All right, so how are you doing today, Shahid? How is life?
Life is going. Yeah. Yeah. And
Right?
yeah. Today's went well.
Anything new about your life? Anything interesting going on?
Anything interesting? Interesting thing is I started writing. So yeah, English.
Hmm.
So yeah. So I feel like reading is not enough. Speaking is not enough. So that's why I
Uh-huh.
started writing. So to improve my
Right.
English language. Yeah. So
hmm
let's
And
see me.
is it is it
Yeah.
bringing any positive impact? The writing part?
Yeah. 2 days ago I started. Not 2 days. Yesterday I started. So it
hmm
will. Let's see when I after one month if I will continue. If I'm able to continue one month, then it will if it will impact to my speaking skills. Yeah.
Hmm. That is true. And how did this thought of writing suddenly came to your mind? Like what inspired it?
Actually, actually, as I know already, I know that there are four pillars to improve your English language, like
Mm-hmm.
reading and speaking and writing, and fourth thing is reading, writing,
Mm-hmm.
and speaking and listening. Yeah.
Yes.
So already I practice a lot practice speaking practice. I did speaking practice and reading. I already 1 month last 1 month continue. I practice reading. I was reading practice. So
Mm-hmm.
but
I was reading for practice.
okay, reading for practice. So like but I was not able to practice writing. So that's why I already I was conscious about like I have to start my writing. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yesterday I started. So
Hmm. Okay, fair enough. And are you facing any challenges? Like when you started writing yesterday, did you face any problems, any challenges?
uh, a little bit you can say a little bit uh, means I'm finding new vocabulary. So yes, it is a challenge for me to use new vocabulary. So yeah, sometimes I don't remember to vocabulary, so I search on Google at that time when I need when I feel like yeah I have to use advanced vocabulary. So
Mhm.
yeah, so I go for Google and then I search and then I use. Yeah.
Hmm. So you search up for like synonyms and antonyms of words and everything.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Okay. That is interesting. All right. So I hope you continue with your journey. And if we have a session after a few days or I think a month, probably we can discuss how your journey is going.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay, right. So with that, we will skip to today's session topic, right? So for today, the session topic is origin of the world, right? So it's a different topic. It might be a little difficult to talk about, right? So in case you're facing challenges or in case you're not liking the topic after some point of time, you can let me know. I will change the topic, right?
Okay, but what your topic? Can you say again? What's the topic?
Origin of the world. The topic
Origin,
is origin. Yeah.
origin of the world. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
what does mean? I don't know.
Origin basically means the start of something, right? Where something started. So the topic basically means how did the world start or when did the world come to existence,
Okay.
right? So that is basically how did the universe get formed and everything, right? Okay. So, right, are you comfortable with the topic, or do you want me to change the topic?
I don't think this like if you want to change, you can change. It's quite difficult. Or
All right, okay, right. That's completely all right. That's understandable. We're here to have a conversation, that so that's completely normal, right? So I'll change the topic. What I'll do is I'll provide you two topics in the chat section. You can choose any one that you like more, and we'll proceed with that, right? Okay. So this is the first topic, and the second topic is this, right? So, right. So you can choose up any topic that you think you can speak more about. We'll go ahead with that.
okay. So would you read? Can you read?
Oh yeah.
I
So the first topic is social media is making us antisocial, right?
Mhm.
That's the first topic, basically talking about the negative aspects of social media. Second is, are scores a good measure of intelligence? Like the marks we get in school and college, do you think that that is a good measure of, considering if somebody is intelligent or not, or if they will do good in their life or not? Basically, that
Okay.
type of topic. So you can choose
Okay.
anyone.
Okay. We go for first topic about the social media. That mean what is the advantage or what is the disadvantage about the social media, isn't it?
Hmm. Sort of like that, yes.
Yeah.
Right. So, what are your views about social media in general? Like, what are your personal opinions on social media, first of all?
I think social media, uh, like it make people lazy. It is a yeah. I feel like that. Yeah. So like I'm talking about me. Like let's talk about me first. I start. So
Uh-huh. Okay.
like use Facebook, use YouTube, use Instagram. So it becoming me lazy. So most of the time when I started to use, so I use more than 2 hours. I didn't realize, oh my god, I spent it time 2 hours. And after spending the time, then I realized, oh, I waste my time 2 hours. So feel like uh, some kind of thing. So yeah, so social media, the disadvantage is this, like uh, it is it made people lazy.
Mm-hmm.
It is making people lazy,
Hmm.
right? So
Right.
so and so yeah, and another thing, there are many advantages. Let me talk about advantage. So through the social media, I'm learning English language. It is an advantage. Uh,
Okay.
uh, yes, just like I watch many YouTube video, and through the YouTube video, I am learning English language, and I am finding many companion on YouTube through the social media. So I do practice with them, and in through the social media, I am enhance my English language. And
Hmm.
uh, a part of the social media means before, when I don't use like to I didn't get advantage. So actually I mean to say, before, when I was trying to learn English language, but a part of the social media, so at that time I was not able to learn English language. In my society there are no one to speak English at that time. So like in institute, when I used to go in institute, so there only 1 hour 2 hour they taught only.
Hmm.
But in when I try to learn through the social media, then I get many companion, and then I learn through and in social media. And I'm talking about YouTube. So like on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube there are many teachers, like Chandan's I I I want to take one name, like Chandan sir. He's
Mm-hmm.
also a good teacher, and there are many teachers. So like through the many videos on YouTube. So I
Mm-hmm.
learned from there to enhance my English language. Yeah, I hope I did.
Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean that is true. That, yeah, social media has a lot of advantages. It does, come with this entire access to information, as you just said, that there are a lot of teachers over there that you can refer to, that whose videos you can watch over and over again, right? Something you cannot do in a physical class, right? Because when you're
Yes,
sitting there, you cannot tell a teacher to repeat again and again. But on social media, like on platforms like YouTube, you can just rewind the video, watch it all over again, right? As
yes,
many times as you want. So that's
yes,
one thing.
yeah.
Fair enough. And right, so right, but do you think that this fact that that we can rewind on social media and we can stay on social media for as long as we want, do you think that is affecting us in some way? That because of that idea that we can stay on social media as long as we want, we are staying too much on social media and we are not spending enough time in our real life. Do you think that is true?
Yeah, it is true, ma'am. It is true, and uh, like we addicted. Sometimes we addicted to social media, and so the negative impact we face. Like we are not connecting to people. Like in reality, in real life, So all so it is a disadvantage, and somehow we escape our exercise because we use a lot social media, so we forget about the physical activity. So yeah, I agree with this point.
Hmm. And do you think that it is sort of disconnecting us from the real world, that we're not giving the real people that much time in our life, like we're not meeting our friends and family that much? Instead, we are spending a lot of time on social media and talking to people who are not in front of us.
Yes, absolutely. We are living a virtual world, you can say. Yeah.
Hmm. True. Especially through COVID, right? Because of COVID, we got more dependent on online things like social media.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, fair enough. And right, apart from that, the content that gets posted on social media, what is your take on that? Do you think most of the content on social media is true and honest, or do you think a lot of it is fake and should not be believed on?
Yeah, there are many things it is we can't believe on social media, but people make content and they wanted to view from their video, and they
Hmm.
make anything like I can't I'm not getting an example right now, but they make fake, and they realize they started they started to make content like unusual, you can say, or it is not fair enough, and they uploaded and they got a view. They
Hmm.
got view, and that is good. That is good for him, but that is not that is a for people it is a useless. Like, but there are many people who make real content, who make effort on through on YouTube video, and they did very well.
Hmm. Okay.
So like, yeah, so far if you say like I know one person. There are many person one person, his name is uh, what we call, his name is Anand. His name
Hmm.
is Anand, and he's belong to Bihar, and he
Hmm.
make a conversation video. He uploaded on video on social
Hmm.
media on YouTube, and he's a real person. And he upload his video, and many people inspiration of him is for him videos, and then people are trying to speak English language. So there are many people, they are making video in real basis, and people are inspired.
Hmm. People get inspired by it. Fair
Yes.
enough. Right. Okay. All right. Perfect. That is very true. I think I would agree with that set of mind, that frame of mind, that that social media, especially YouTube, has a lot of content that is helpful to other people, and
Yes,
through
ma'am.
it, a lot of people are getting influenced day by day.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
it. Right. Okay. With that, I'll put a pause on the discussion part, and we'll skip to the feedback part of the session, right? So, where I can let you know that what mistakes you're doing. So, before I do that, do you have any doubts that you wish to ask?
No, ma'am. You can give me feedback.
All right. And you can call me Tanishka. You don't have to call me ma'am. All
No.
right. Okay.
Okay.
So, right. As for feedback, few things to keep in mind. One of the things is articles. The article A, right? Or it doesn't come with every word, right? So a lot of times when you are talking, you put the word in places where it doesn't belong, right? Okay, so it does not have to be put with every noun, right?
All right.
It is used in specific places. So try to work upon the usage of the word a, right? And you only do it with the word a. You don't do it with an or the. You use
Okay.
them perfectly. It's just the word that sometimes you insert it in places where it's not required, right? So
Okay.
keep that in mind. Secondly, singulars and plurals. A lot of times when sentences are in plural form, you are still using the singular noun, right? For example, it should be friends, but you are using friend only, right?
Okay.
So that singular and plural thing, keep that in mind and try not. And that usually happens when you're giving long answers. When you're giving short answers, your grammar is more correct. But if you're giving answers that are, exceeding the 30-40 second time limit, then you tend to make these mistakes. So when you're
Yes.
giving longer answers, then you need to be more careful. In short
Okay.
answers, you don't make mistakes, right?
Yes.
So the word singular and plural. And one last thing, past tense. When you talk in past tense, a lot of times you end up using the first form of verb, right? Your
Okay.
sentence is perfectly in past tense. You are using was or were and other parts of the sentence correctly. But instead of saying took, you say the word take,
Okay.
right? So when you're talking in past tense, you have to make sure that the verb form you're using is the second form of verb,
Second form.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Or third form of verb in case of past perfect tense,
Yeah.
right? So you have to be more mindful of that. Just these three things happen: inserting in places where it shouldn't be, past tense, and
Mhm.
what was the third thing that I mentioned? Singulars and plurals, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Like
this only happens when you're giving long answers. So you
long
need
answer.
to be
Yes.
more careful when you're speaking more than 30-40 seconds.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with your point. Means yeah, when I make long answer, at that time I may say that sentence. So yeah, you are right.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm started to writing. That's why I started to writing
Right.
skill. So like
Hmm.
let's see. Means after 1 month, then it will remove. I hope.
Right. And it is likely to help you because writing helps in clearing your thoughts and it helps you in thinking in English, right?
Yes.
Right now, you're still, I think, translating from your native language to English to some places, right? So that's
Yes.
where you get confused and you mess up. But when you start to write, you develop a habit of thinking in English as well. Once that starts to happen, then you're likely to make lesser mistakes. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right now, also, you need not worry. Your mistakes are very few and they're very limited, right? And only happen when you give long answers. So you just need to be more careful and you need more communication practice. That's all,
Yes.
right? It's not something that requires for you to go out of your way and practice something. Just basic conversations and consuming English content will help you out, right?
Yes.
So give it
Okay.
more time. Even on days when you don't have Clapingo sessions, try to practice it with yourself.
Yeah, ma'am. I will.
All right,
Okay.
okay. Right. With that, we'll close the session. I hope you don't
Yeah.
have any doubts, right?
Yeah. I don't have any doubts.